Just Alan from gak.co.uk here. Today we are checking out some of my personal favourites. I was thinking about doing another versus video between the three of them, but then I just love all three of these guitars so much that I decided against that, and it's more of a sort of showing you guys what I think of these three. So these are three of my personal favourite shred style guitars for 2016 so far. So when I mean by 2016, I don't mean that these guitars were released in 2016, apart from this model here. I mean that these are 2016 guitars, guitars that I have checked out in 2016 so far that I personally feel are awesome guitars for the heavy side of things, or just the shred playing in general. So I have to do this with Ibanez guitars all the time because they always have such long-winded names. This model here is the Ibanez RG652AHM, and this is a Prestige model. So it is an absolute, just gorgeous guitar. So let's run through the specifications of the actual model. So we've got an ash body with this beautiful coloured top. This, I believe, is Nebula Green Burst, which is just an awesome finish. We have a 5-way selector switch. We've got our volume and our tone. We've got our Ibanez trem system here. I believe we have a Tone ZoneÄ in the bridge and an Air Norton in the neck by the company DiMarzio. We have an ebony fretboard, an ebony fretboard. We have a maple fretboard, sorry, with the maple neck as well. So yeah, this guitar is a Japanese-made instrument, so it's made in Japan like all of their Prestige models are. So I've got the guitars plugged into this Blackstar Series 1 50-watt head and an MXR microamp just in the front end, just to push it a little bit harder so we can get some seriously nice crunch sounds out of it. So as I said, let's start off with this model and see what it sounds like. So as you can hear, the guitar sounds absolutely phenomenal. The DiMarzios are really sort of a nice classic thick sound to them. The maple really does bring out sort of a large amount of percussiveness in the tone as well, which is really nice. So when you're doing those faster, like sort of shreddier licks, the percussiveness really does allow for it to pop through. So like you get the neck pickup. I think that you get sort of a really sort of sharp sound to the top end of the tone, which cuts through the mix a lot more. So that's the my first choice, which is the Ibanez Prestige. So let's move on to our next guitar. Sweet, so on to our most affordable guitar out of the range that we have here. This is the Schecter Omen Extreme FR. So the specifications of this guitar. So we have a mahogany body on this guitar with this beautiful quilt maple top in see-through black cherry. We have Schecter Diamond Plus humbuckers in this model, so they're Schecter's own pickups. We have a 3-way selector switch, which is also a coil tapping capability as well, so you can get those single coil snappier sounds out of it. We've got this beautiful carved top on it. It's a really attractive looking guitar. We have a Floyd Rose special tremolo system on this guitar. Let's think. So we've got the maple neck on the back here, as you can see. We've got this beautiful satin finish maple neck on there. Then we have a rosewood fretboard with 24 extra jumbo frets, so they really do feel nice and easy to play as well. So same as the Ibanez. Let's see what this guitar sounds like. So as you can hear, it's a much darker sounding guitar, and I think that's just because of having that quite heavy sort of mahogany body on there, and then having these Schecter pickups. They're quite voiced. They're voiced very aggressive, but I think they're voiced a lot warmer than the DiMarzios. Yeah, so that's the Schecter Omen Extreme 6 model. Let's move on to the third and final guitar. So I'm a little bit biased when it comes to this guitar because I own a version of this model. This is the Washburn Solar 160 with the Evertune. So let's run through the specs on this guitar. So when it comes to the specifications on this guitar, we have an older body. So it's quite a light guitar. It's a really, really resonant sounding piece of wood. We have a 3-way selector switch with our volume and our tone. It's kind of all you need with this sort of guitar. We have the Seymour Duncan Solar pickups, which are built specifically for the Solar models by Washburn. And then we have a maple neck with this beautiful black satin finish, which is all over the guitar. We have an ebony fretboard with 24 jumbo frets. And then we have Grover tuners on the back of the headstock. The main sort of piece of this guitar that is outstanding is the Evertune bridge. Now, the Evertune bridge works on Magic. I'm not sure how it does work specifically, but I just know that there is voodoo magic in this piece of hardware. So, for instance, it keeps the guitar perfectly in tune. I got this out of the box. And the guitar is in perfect tune. And when it comes to bends, it's ridiculous. So there is an amount of setting up needed with this piece of hardware, but the good thing is as soon as I got it out of the box, it was ready to go. So I didn't really necessarily need to do anything to the guitar. So let's see what this guitar sounds like. So this guitar just plays so smooth and so beautifully, it's ridiculous. And also the sort of the matte finish, just allowing it to be that super sort of crazy stealth look, makes it even more of a beautiful looking guitar. Now, this wasn't a demo for these guitars necessarily. This was more just sort of showing you 3 beautiful shred guitars that we have in stock now, or metal style guitars that we have in stock now, that are my personal favorites from this year so far, as I said. So make sure to check them out in store. You can go there, you can play them, you can see what you like, and hopefully walk away with one. So that was the Ibanez RG, the Washburn Solar model, the Ola England signature, and then the Schecter Omen Extreme 6. All of these guitars were going through the Black Star Series 1 50-watt head, which is an awesome sounding head, and I was also using an MXR microamp just in the front end to push it a little bit harder. So if you have any questions, or you want to tell me which one was your personal favorite out of these 3, or your personal favorite just out of all the guitars that are out there for this sort of specific style of music, tell me, because I'd love to know. So I hope you enjoyed this look at 3 of my personal favorite guitars. Cheers, guys.